So welcome everyone to this final day of this 30 days of chair yoga. And today we're going to work on lunge pose, focus on lunge pose, both seated and standing. So we'll begin by warming seated and moving into the posture slowly, opening some of the muscles necessary for the posture. And then we'll come standing just for lunge pose to go a little more deeply into that. And then we'll come back to the seat for the finishing. So I hope you've benefited from these 30 days. I hope you've noticed some difference between the consistency and practice, right? So the difference between practicing 3 times a week or 4 times a week or practicing every day for a shorter amount of time, I find that much more beneficial. And even throughout the day, if you have some areas that are very tight, it might be more effective to stretch that area maybe for 5, 10 minutes, just 2 or 3 times a day rather than just 1 time a day. Right? So taking shorter periods maybe more frequently. Okay. And so you can experiment with that, see if that benefits you. I find that beneficial for myself and people I've worked with. So consistency is the key, remember. Don't pressure yourself. It shouldn't be something that causes anxiety to make sure you practice every day. Oh, I forgot to practice. Doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Just start again the next day. But try to do every day if you can, even if it's just the postures you remember, right? You don't even have to go on here and do a video. It's for you, right? So if you remember some postures that feel really good for whatever areas are tight in your body or whatever you want to stretch out, or calming your mind helps you, some of the breathing practices or meditation on here that helps you calm your mind, then just sit down 5 minutes and do that and just get the benefit and then come back, right? So you don't have to have time for a full class always, all right? So without further ado, let's begin. Bring your feet flat on the floor, your ankles under your knees, hands on the knees, and let's get started. So let's begin with 3 deep breaths, using your belly, your ribs, your chest. Full inhale. Exhale completely. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. One more time. Exhale completely. And then throughout the practice, try to maintain longer, slower breaths than you usually do. Long, slow breaths, trying to use more of your abdomen and your rib area, right? Of that than your chest. So we tend to normally breathe into the chest. So try to use your abdomen, try to relax your abdomen, right? Letting go of any of that habitual tension as best you can. We have a tendency sometimes to draw the abdomen in, right? But try not to hold your belly in. Let it move. Let it move with your breath. Sides of your abdomen, right? Your rib area. Inhale and slide your hands to the tops of your thighs. Lift your heart. Draw down your back using as little of your neck as you can. Drop your head back. Open your heart. Whole exhale, bring your hands to your knees, round your back, drop your head and chin, drawing your chin in and spreading your shoulder blades apart in your back, like you're drawing your heart in toward your spine. Inhale, bring your hands to your thighs, lift your heart, open your chest. Exhale, hands to your knees, round your back, drop your head. Inhale, hands to thighs, lift your chest. Exhale, round. One more time each way. Exhale, round. Inhale, come up and sweep your hands up, shoulder width apart or palms together. Exhale, fold forward, either bringing your elbows to your knees or hands down to ground, but either way, letting your back relax, back of your neck relax. Inhale, halfway lift, flattening your back, bring your elbows to your knees and lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, come all the way up, palms together. Exhale to your heart. Inhale, sweep your hands up, shoulder width apart, lengthen around your ribs. Press down through your seat, long spine. Exhale, bring your right hand to your left knee, left hand by your hip or your chair, and rotate towards your left. Lengthen the spine. Inhale, turn forward, shoulder width apart, lengthen. Exhale, left hand to right knee, outside of right knee. Right hand by chair, rotate right. And with your breath, continue alternating sides. Inhale up. Exhale left. Lift from your heart. Inhale forward. Exhale right. One more time each way with your own breath. Inhale forward, palms together. Exhale, fold, elbows to knees or hands to ground. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, palms together. Exhale to your heart. Inhale, sweep your hands up, shoulder width apart. Exhale, bring your right hand to the right side of your chair, either grasping the seat or the leg, and hinge toward your right. Lengthen, reach your fingers up away from your hip. Inhale, bring your left hand to left side of the chair, the leg, or the seat, and exhale, left. Try not to lift your opposite sitting bone. Inhale, come up. Exhale, towards your right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, left. With your breath, one more time each way. Inhale, bring your palms together. Exhale, fold forward, elbows to knees, hands to ground. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, palms together. Exhale to your heart. And then turn completely towards your left. Bring both feet flat on the ground. Slide towards the front of your chair until you feel like your right thigh and hip are free. Wrap the left forearm around the back of your chair. You can grab with the hand. And then slide your right foot back as far as is comfortable for your body. It can be on the toes or you can bring it onto the top of the foot. But slide back as far as you can until you feel a stretch, as far as you need. Now draw your body towards the chair with this left arm. So try not to lean towards the front of the chair, but lengthen your spine. Or like you're reaching your shoulder up away from your hip. Slide your foot back as far as you need until you feel the stretch. Let your knee relax down so you feel some traction or space being created in your right hip joint here, like it's drawing down. Lift your shoulder up and breathe deeply here. Try to feel your abdomen lengthening a bit, the front of your hip lengthening a bit, the front of your thigh. So long spine, breathe deeply, eyes locked on one point, steady gaze straight ahead. Remember long, slow, deep breaths. If you get out of breath at all throughout the practice, pause for a moment, take some breaths. Slow your breath down, come back to presence, feel your body, feel your sensations. Option to stay here for a few more breaths, or inhale. If you have space, bring your right hand to the outside of your left knee, and exhale, focusing on the front of your hip rather than twisting in your back. Exhale, just lift your shoulder, your right shoulder up, and gently rotate towards back of chair a bit. Not trying to twist in the back, but focusing just on opening and lengthening the front of your hip a little more. Take a few breaths here. Inhale, turn forward. Then slide your right foot flat on the floor. And then bring your right hand to the outside of your left knee. This is option one. Your other hand to the top of the chair. Or you can bring both hands to the back of the chair if you have space, or even one hand to each side of the chair, the back of the chair. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, rotate towards the back as much as feels natural for your body. Try not to force in any way. Long, slow, deep breaths. Go just until you feel the muscles resist the twist a little bit. That's all. So you feel a stretch. And then focus on the movement of your breath in your body. Keep lifting your chest, lengthening like you're lifting your front ribs a bit, drawing down your back. Allow your body a little movement with your breath. Inhale, turn forward. Come all the way around to the other side. Again, slide over towards the front of the chair until you feel like your left hip is free. You can wrap your right forearm around the chair, grasping with the hand. Slide your left foot back until you feel the stretch. So it can be on toes, top of foot, and you can be here. Doesn't matter how far you go, just until you feel the stretch. Hold yourself against the chair with your right arm drawing in. Inhale, lengthen your spine, lift your chest, and then lift your shoulder up away from your hip and slide your knee away from your hip, like you're lengthening in both directions. Feel the front of your hip lengthening a bit, the front of your abdomen, and breathe deeply here. Try to feel that again, that traction or lengthening sensation in your hip joint, right? Like you're letting your knee relax down. Again, if you have space here, you can rotate or you can stay here for a few breaths. So bring your left hand to the outside of right knee. Inhale and exhale like you're lifting your shoulder up and then rotating towards back of chair. So not twisting in the low back, but focusing just on deepening the stretch in the front of your hip. Breathe. Inhale, turn forward. Slide your foot flat on the ground. Have your ankles under your knees. Option one, bring your left hand to outside of right knee, right hand to top of the back of the chair. If there's more space, bring both hands to the top back corner, or one hand to each side. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, gently rotate towards back of chair, just until you feel the stretch, lengthening your spine, lifting your ribs, lifting your heart, and breathing deeply here. Inhale, turn forward, come around to the front, and then we'll come to standing at the back of the chair. So start facing the back of the chair, bring hands on the back of the chair. Step your right foot forward as close as you can to the chair without having your knee touch the chair if you bend your knee over your ankle. So you can come pretty close actually, a little bit under the legs. And then step your left foot back. Now you can have your legs straight for a moment. Be on the toes of your back foot. Press back through your heel, use your chair for support. Press down with the pad of your big toe on your front foot. Like you're rolling your foot in a little. Try to really press down. And then exhale, bend your knee, front knee over your ankle. Try to feel like your knee is tracking towards your little toe. So it's not pulling in inside your big toe. And it's not pulling outside your foot, but moving towards your little toe in that direction, more in that direction than towards your big toe. Okay? So press back through your heel. Feel like you're reaching your knee down away from your hip, lengthening the front of your thigh. Feel your back butt muscle engage, your back glute. Lift your shoulder up away from your hip as well. So knees moving down, hips moving up, shoulders moving up, lengthening your abdomen. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, bend over your ankle. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. One more time. Exhale, bend, and we'll hold here. Again, you can press down into the chair. Try not to pull back on the chair because it'll lift, but press down into the chair if you're using your hands. But try as best you can to support all of the weight of the body with your feet. And just use your hands for guidance. So really pressing down through the feet, really engaging your thigh, building leg strength, right? Press back through heel, lift your chest, open front of hip. If you feel some space open up, press back more and sink into front knee a bit more, but try not to bring your knee far past your ankle. Try to bend from your ankle, your back ankle as well. See, so press out through your heel, feel your calf muscles stretching and lengthening. Breathe. Inhale, straighten your front leg, and exhale, step to the front. Step your right foot back, step your left foot under the chair a little bit. Then step your right foot back onto the toes again. Your front leg can be straight for right now. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bend your knee over your ankle. Again, adjust the length of your stance so it feels right for your body. You can step your foot back a little more, but try to only go back so far as you can where you can still bring your knee over your ankle, right? If your knee comes far behind and you feel the stretch too intense, then shorten your stance a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, bend over your ankle like your knee is tracking towards your little toe, straight towards your little toe, not out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, bend. Engage your right butt muscle. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. This time we'll hold. Exhale, bend. Like you're reaching your right knee away from your hip, lengthening front of your hip, lifting your shoulder up away from your hip, opening your abdomen, front of your hip. Breathe here. Long, deep breaths. Feel your thigh engage. Remember trying to support the weight with your leg and your feet rather than with just your hands. So just using hands for guidance. And remember to bend your ankle as well. So press back through your right heel and feel your calf muscle stretching as well. Feel your butt muscle engaged. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, step to the front. And then we're going to come back in the seat. Inhale, lift your chest, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold down. Again, you can bring elbows to your knees and relax over your legs, or hands down towards the ground and fold round your back, drop your head, allow your spine to lengthen. Feel like your head is a weight on your spine, helping your spine to lengthen and draw your spine out. Breathe deeply while we're here. Focus on moving the back of the body with your breath. So as you inhale, try to feel a sensation of expansion in back of your body. As you exhale, softening, relaxing, long breaths. Inhale, come all the way up and slide to the back of your chair. So for Shavasana, final relaxation, you can have your feet flat on the floor as they are, or slide your feet out. Let your back rest against your chair. Hands can be palms up, palms down on your thighs, or resting in your lap. So I'll tell you a secret. This is the most difficult posture in yoga, and in my opinion, most important posture, right? And you can tell that because people usually have the most difficulty with this posture, especially when they first start, right? Myself included. I used to skip the end when I first started practicing because I didn't see the point of it. So letting yourself take this moment to relax and just noticing if the mind does get a little antsy, right? It doesn't want to calm, it doesn't want to relax. That's okay. But just taking this time, letting the mind slowly get used to that, because there's so much peace to be found in this last part, in this few minutes that we take, right? And leading into meditation, which is just so much peace, so much presence, so much calm. There's nothing to do, nowhere to go. There's only this moment. So beautiful. So just giving yourself this gift and not skipping this part. So let your eyes softly close. And just begin with one full breath. Exhale completely. Just let your whole body soften into the chair. And just let your body breathe on its own, taking over however that happens. Notice how with your inhale, there's some muscle required, there's some effort. With your exhale, there's no muscle required. It's just letting go. It's just letting the air come out. And notice that natural sensation of letting go, relief that comes with your exhale. And try to feel that through your whole body. With each exhale, letting your body soften a bit more, letting go. Feeling your body deeply, softening completely. If your mind wanders, just come back to the breath, feeling the sensation of the exhale that's softening, releasing, and letting that move through the whole body, softening a bit more. And then bring your attention to your heart space, the center of your chest, and begin to slowly deepen your breath. If you feel ready to move, making small movements with your hands, your feet, your neck. And when you feel ready, opening your eyes. So thank you all for practicing with me today. And thanks for joining me for this 30 days. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you found some benefit. I'd love to know what your experience was if you practice with me every day and to see if you felt a difference in the benefits or the accumulation of the practice, the cumulative effect over consistent 30 days of practice. So until next time, take care and remember, all you need is love. Do, 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 do.